And the Thesbian, how's
Hmm.
that? How do you relate to that segment?
So again, very interesting with the Thespian, because working with it now, I get it, because what I'm doing now is I am bringing myself and my work, whether that's in relationship, in the world of work, I'm bringing my actual soul offering out. And that's the real work of the Thespian. And I feel deeply connected to it. And when I look back to that time in my life, adulting, the first time round, I was stepping on stage as someone else. And that was agony. And I didn't even realize it.
So you were
And
shape-shifting, really?
I'd shapeshifted into what my mum wanted, what my family wanted. And some of that is beautiful to recall because, on some level, I was inspired. My mum's deeply committed to her career. She's a physio. I studied speech therapy. That it was almost like at one point I worked in the same department as her in a hospital as part of this big team of therapists. And so now I look back and I realize, I didn't find my way. I was trying, and there was an aspect that was a bit mine. A lot of my work is about voice and knowing yourself. Speech therapy could be seen as something connected, but it was not me stepping out. It was this conglomeration of parts that were okay in the world according to others. So I was apprenticing, like you said, to the world around me and not to the world inside of me. Yeah.
So, so now, how is your Thesbian having worked with Middle Earth medicine?
A lot. It feels a lot better because now it gets to step on stage with things that really connect to me at a deep soul level. It really, really does. And at the same time, I've had to embrace that fear that, don't do it. It's scary. But I can do it because it's something bigger and deeper than the fears inside of me that needs and must come out. I couldn't have carried on in my career because I didn't have the resources to do that anymore because it wasn't me. So I broke down in that career. I just couldn't, I didn't have the energy, but thank goodness
And now?
I do. But it's been along our ride. I sometimes say to people, well, why would I think I'd be able to offer this sort of work without the same level of investment that I put in to become a speech therapist? Yeah, this is soul work. I don't want to be out there after a 6-week course. I need to be out there once I've done my own soul work and learnt the skills. But it's hard to stomach when you're in your late 30s and everyone says you're supposed to have a bigger house now, and why haven't you had more children, and like, why haven't you got a better car? And it's just like, no, let my life just implode and then I'll start again. um it's quite an interesting ride, but I see a lot more of us doing it because the soul call is just too loud and it will come through, and what needs to happen happens.